Okay, welcome to Albert's Voice Tech. Now we're going to be talking about technology. We're going to talk about Windows 11. I do apologize, I have a lot of problems with the recording and getting this interface to work correctly. Hopefully it'll work now. Let's find out. I've recorded like maybe almost 10 times already. Okay, so I'm going to end up doing a slideshow because the way Windows 11 is and the way the capture program I'm using working, this is the way. Oh, I don't want no sound on. Okay, cut back to feedback. If you have gaming headphones and you try to go into this interface, you don't see this setting here. You just see this. Whatever you got. This is fiber optical here with Dolby Digital, because I hook up to a sound bar. That's how mine is. Because my computer handles up to 7.1. Okay, so that's it. To get this, how do you get this to work with the headphone? Well, I'm going to show you now. So the first thing you need to do is bring up that. This is the control panel. Okay, you under settings, there's a spot for search, and it'll bring up the control panel. Once you bring up the control panel, you want to go here. Then once you go, that's hardware and sound. It's going to look like this. So adjust volume. No, we want to change the sound system. So you want to click on that. When you do that, it will turn into that. Okay. So mine is this. This was all disabled now. So you're gonna right click on that and you're gonna change the settings. Make sure it's set to 16-bit 41 Hertz. It depends on your system. Most systems can do what this is. This here is 24-bit 48,000 Hertz. See, and then you have a better sound with that. Now, if you got studio, well, before we jump around too much, so you want your microphone to work. Same thing here, same principle. You have to select it. Make sure it's plugged in. Then you have inputs. Now, to get the headset working, I have it hooked up in the front. So front 3.5 jack. Okay. So, and then we have USB for the RGB, for the lighting on your gaming headphone. So we're talking about a gaming headphone. Say you want to hook up a gaming headphone to your Windows 11 computer, and you're running into problems. Well, this is why you got problems, because you got to turn things on. Remember, this is an overlay system. It's not using this interface. This is just a shell of, instead of, it's trying to make people do it easier, but you still got to go into the system and control panel, press the button here, change sound system. Boom, you gotta hit this button, and you gotta deal with that, and you also gotta deal with that, deal with that, just to get all this to work. Now, what is this? This is what I have. This is a mixer. This is an audio interface. Okay, this is your sound card, right? And recording interface. Yes, so it's both systems in one. And this has an amplifier. To be honest, people who use all this, they don't really care about all the other stuff I just mentioned, but this is what it does. Then you have special, they're called like pedals, reverb, delay. It's built in. So you have 24 of them built in. So you would plug in your microphones. Would go in here. I didn't show you everything, but you can actually plug in your guitar too. Most guitars plug in, and these have gain control. Okay. Then you have a mix. You have an equalizer here. You have high, mid, low, and FX. FX is some of this. Okay. So I'm just trying to tell you, you could use this instead of using your sound board, sound card, sound on the motherboard. You could use this. This replaces that. This is studio equipment. Studio equipment sounds a lot better, especially at the 48 Hertz. This is for your microphone. You can do the guitar through this. Now, how would that work? Okay, say USB 1, USB 2. That's how it's hooked up to your computer through USB 1 through. It'll show up on your computer what's recording. So you want to use an audio interface to do recordings. So when you make music, this is what you use. You would switch it over to USB. Inputs would be, like the microphone on that. The USB would be things that hook up to USB. Like that. So right now it's like neutral blend. If you want to send it to your headphones and listen to the music that way, you can do a lot of things with this thing. It's and then you can hook up other devices to it and everything. It gets really complicated, but I'm just showing you a little brief how this works here. So to solve your problem with your headphones not working, this is what you have to do. You have to get into the control panel, change system sound. Well, actually, control panel will look like that. Hardware, you click on the hardware and sound, change system sound. That brings up this device here. Well, actually, it will look like that. Okay. Click on properties, make sure it's enabled, do run a test, and make sure you're connected properly. So, I don't know how this is showing because it might show just one screen, so let's not confuse you anymore. Okay? So this is how it's going to work. Okay? That's it. Let's see. Alright. Thanks for watching and staying with me with this. Technical difficulties, that's a limitation on the Windows 11 and too much overlaying going on. Okay, that is it. Alright.